Alright. Hi everyone, this is Poorman973, and welcome to, I guess it's kind of a creative writing sort of thing. Before we get going, make sure you check out the Spreadshirt link where you can find cool things like this mug, or shirts, or stuff like that. Also, go check out the Discord, where you can keep more in contact with me and other people of the community. And just gonna kind of jump into here. I'm going to be making some new characters. What for? I don't know. Just to do it, I guess. This is just something I like to do, and I don't know. I just felt that I needed to do something. I don't know. Some days it just gets like that, I guess. All right. Let's create a. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Let's create a male character first. His name will be. His name will be Earl. His name's going to be Earl Green. He's going to be... It's kind of a human name, isn't it? I don't know if I want to do human, though. Maybe we'll do... No. We'll think of a name later. Let's think of a race. He's going to be a... Let's make a dwarf. This will be a... Let's make a new dwarf character who's going to be in my story. Daniel the Great Lonstrani. His name is... I already have that one. His name is Hilbert. He is a... Alright, Hilbert the dwarf. He is a street vendor. Fingers. Street food vendor. I'm gonna get rid of this. Why did I do that? He is fairly old, but not too old. He's gonna be 73. He is 4 foot 3 inches. His skin color is black. His hair color is white. He wears... What does he wear? He wears... trying to think is... Maybe like a vest. Like, he wears a brown shirt with tan vest and black paint. What's what for? Armor? None. weapons. We can give him a small dagger. Abilities. Whoop. He has a quick wit. Personality. Right now, I'm creating. I've got tons of characters I've not used. Here we can go through some of them. Here, we'll go to the top here. We have Emily Chapel. Let's see, the one who knows. He hasn't been used. Not much on him because only he knows. Daniel the Great Lonstrani. Also Jeff Branded. That's actually a character for YouTube. This is something that my friends and I wanted to do. His name is Phineas Q Poorman for a game that's honestly never gonna get off, but maybe I'll use him later. We have Mobster, a murderer, basically, like a former night murderer. We have an elf, a rock, shoots things with a gunman. Oh, he's one of my favorites. Shoots things with a gunman, has every superpower ever conceived in his universe, because there are no other superpowers. So he got all of them, and he uses only one of them to change his clothes instantly. That's it. Garbansby, that's another character that hasn't been written yet for Daniel the Great Lonstrani story. We have Jacob L. Rutherford. He's in the Emily Chapel story. James Hilly Hilson. He's also in the Emily Chapel story. We have Elizabeth Beth Harrison, who is relatively new, along with Victoria, Angel Demon. They don't have a story yet. Megan Volcano Higgins, once again, has no story. Richard Benson, once again, no story. And now we're creating a new character. So, I just like creating characters, and they get used in stories, and I actually write stories. This is what I was trying to promote so much. When I was saying that we were doing this in the community event, this is what I like to do. I create characters, worlds, and then I create a story behind them. I find it incredibly fun. Alright, personality. What should we have? Hilbert. His personality be... No, I don't think we're ever going to end up with that. More or less, I don't think anyone's really ever going to read or pay attention to anything that I create, so, you know. Alright, Hilbert's personality. Hilbert was raised in a poor family, and after running away, stole the money for his first business. Spelling is not my strong suit. Stole the money for his first business. His first business. His first business. Selling goods be found in the old tunnels. Eventually started his current crap. Currently started his current business selling food at a cart in the local shopping district. Only 2.5 years ago. He likes... Oh, I can't draw. I have to make other people draw for me. I wish I could. I want to go to school for it, but... Just for art. I don't care about any of the other crap. If I could... There's a community college in a town 100 miles away from here that does art classes, and that I can just go and have the art classes, but I don't know how much they cost yet, and driving 100 miles there back and forth would be awful hard. But that's something I really want to do. Because creating characters is one thing, but be able to put them so that other people can see what you see in your mind would be incredible. His customers, but is actually pretty shy. Whoops. Oops. Dislikes violence. But always carries a dagger for protection. Enjoys cheese and crackers. Along with a glass of beer. Not wine, he likes it with beer. Because he's a dwarf. We're going stereotypical here, I guess. If you want, hold on. I'm gonna share this on my phone because right now we're capturing my display. Load, please. No, don't do that. I want to copy YouTube, my video, post in chat, paste. Alright. If anyone is in chat and they would like to, they can actually go read most all my stories and see all the characters that I have the drawings that I have commissioned from other people. I've paid people money to do it, to go check that out on DeviantArt. Here, we'll move on to the description. Yeah. Unlike other dwarves. Dwarves? Not dwarves. Dwarves. Dwarfs? Is it dwarfs or dwarves? Spell check says dwarfs. Okay. Unlike other dwarfs, Hilson keeps... no, sorry, not Hilson. Hilson is a different person. Hilbert keeps his face clean shaven. Has very short white hair. It's not Sue. Due to his age, he has many wrinkles. I wish I could spell. He has many wrinkles on his face and hands. Blue eyes. I like Emily Chappell too. I think my candle is dying. Blue eyes. Let's give him a bulbous nose. How do you spell bulbous? Bulbous? No, not bulbous. Bulbous nose. Bulbous. Spelling has never been my strong. Bulbous nose. Some of them were for free. I go to the projects page all the time on DeviantArt, and people say, "Hey, I'll draw your OC for free," and I'll throw in my thing in just so I can get a free drawing. Let's see, bulbous nose. What else can we do? White hair, wrinkles, blue eyes, bulbous nose. Missing one front tooth. And by the way, Claire, if you would like, give me something, even if it's just something basic, and I will try to make a character out of it. Oh, that's very much appreciated. I gotta get back to rewriting the rewrite. Pose for drawings. For right now, I have no idea, so we're just gonna give this a whip. I'm not sure what I can do on Hilbert's. So we might have to move on to something else. It's like some of these get quite a large description, and some of them don't. Like Jacob doesn't get one. Alright, new character. Should we think of a new character for another story? The only two ones, the big ones I'm reading right now are Daniel the Great Lastrani and Emily Chappell. And then I have Richard Benson, Victoria, and Elizabeth Harrison. They're all for stories that I haven't written yet. In fact, I only know some slight plot points to their world, so. Trying to search. Maybe we should do a horse, or like not a horse, but like an animal. We could do an animal. Why don't we do a dog? Race, dog, gender, female, name. Name it after one of my favorite dogs that I miss very much. Charity. Occupation, dog. Age, let's make her 3. So that's what? 21 in dog years. Height. Oh, I guess I should probably figure out an actual breed for said dog. Charity was a Chihuahua, but how about a black lab? Black lab is probably like, what, maybe 2 feet tall? Let's just do 2 feet. Skin color, well, I guess it'd be black, right? Hair color, black. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Clothing, dog collar. I don't know. I've had Chihuahuas, and I know I've had, and a Border Collie. I really liked my Border Collie. I miss him too. But I think those are some of the. I can't remember my other dogs when I was very little. I remember having a lot of cats. So I guess I'll say Chihuahuas and Border Collies. I don't like healers. Blue healers in specific. I'm actually afraid of blue healers. Childhood trauma. Armor. I think we'll leave this blank. So we'll give this a whip. See, I had a dog, a tan Chihuahua named Tinkerbell, and we got a black Chihuahua, and we named him Sam. And they ended up having children. There was 4 puppies, but one didn't make it. And the 3 that we had, We had 2 black ones and a blue Chihuahua. That was my dog Faith. And we didn't want to name them. We named them 1, 2, and 3 because we were going to sell them. And then the neighbor come over and says, "Oh, look, Faith, Hope, and Charity." So that's what we got. We got Faith, Hope, and Charity, and they lived with us for a lot of years. And yes, Border Collies are extremely intelligent. Weapons. Teeth? Question mark? Abilities. Play. Fetch. Sit. And shake. Give this another whip. Personality. Playful. Likes to run and play in the snow. So apparently Cherry lives in the snow. Likes to run and play in the snow. We'll give her a trait from my dog Faith. Really loves marshmallows. I think it's a marshmallow. Really loves marshmallow. My dog Faith, she loved marshmallows so much. Really loves marshmallows. Here, I don't know how this is going to show up. But, I don't know how that's showing up. But that's my dog Faith. She was the blue. She was the blue one. I don't know how that looked. I've got a cat. I wonder if she's outside the door. I will go check. Hi, Clara. Yes, meow. Come here. Come here. I stole you. I'll leave the door open so you can escape later. Alrighty, here is my cat Clara. She doesn't like to be held very much, so I don't know how long she's going to stay here. But yeah, this is my kitty cat. Would you like to be put down? There you go, sweetheart. But, the picture that's below me, that's based on her, wherever she went. She probably escaped. Loyal to Yep. I don't mind showing her. She doesn't. She minds. I love her, but do it. She's one of the most unsnuggly cats I've ever had. When I come home, she always comes up and greets me. She knows it's me because she knows the sound of my car. And according to my grandma, she'll be hiding or something, and I'll drive up, and suddenly she'll come out and just go, meow, meow. She always comes sees me, which is very nice. She just doesn't like to be held, or very snuggly. It's my fault. When she was a little kitten, she used to sleep with me, and I kind of move around a lot when I sleep due to my restless leg syndrome. So, she learned to not be very snuggly. I had something caught in my mouth. Alright. Unfortunately, it's the standard short hair black lab. Short hair is supposed to be 2 words. Description for drawings. Unfortunately, this is going to be another whip. Alright, that was not very long. Okay. Copy. Paste. Paste. She is. She's very independent. I don't know, we can make a world. It's been a while since I've made a world. Paste. Alright, world name. I have no... naming world names and cities is like one of the worst things for me. So let's have races. There are elves, human, let's throw in space aliens, and elves, humans, space aliens. Why not? We'll throw in dwarves. Dwarves. Cities. I don't know. Climate. Arid. Apparently that's not how you spell arid. Dry. Dry, except the coast and the eastern mountain range. Range. Animals, yes. No, okay, we need animals. We'll go with Earth-like. Stop it, me. Earth-like and animals. Explored. Only one. And really wish I could spell. Even I wish I could spell. Only one continent has been explored. And we'll say that continent is about 30% of the world. Detail. Alright, maybe I should get rid of space aliens. We'll get rid of space aliens. We'll get rid of space aliens. And we still need, see, I want something that's not like the others. Elves, human, dwarves, alright, they're all kind of variation of the same shape. Well, so we'll have cat people. Seeing as we're talking about cats so much, there's cat people. Detail, alright. Large. Desert area surrounded by ocean. I guess like the Khajiit. I'll do it. You're kind of right, I guess. Alright. Large desert area surrounded by ocean. One long mountain range. Along the eastern coast. Only east side is not desert. So basically I'm thinking like this land that most all the moisture due to like maybe some ocean currents or whatever comes up towards in the east and dumps most all of its water on the east side of the mountain. This actually happens in places. By the time everything gets over the mountain, its moisture is gone, and then it turns into a desert. Yeah, there's a desert in Chile where the Andes cause a big problem, kind of like that. It's like the driest place on Earth. East side is not desert. Coastal regions. Iwit. Regions. More habitable. I guess kind of like Australia almost, where most of it's a desert. Am I accidentally making Australia? Alright, coastal regions are more habitable. Only small areas inland can support large life forms. Humans live inland as nomadic tribes. That only travel to the coast to trade, or if they have enough money to live there. Elves live along the eastern, turn on my cap locks, eastern coast. Make money off lumber and gemstones. Elves are money hungry and don't trust other species very much. Dwarfs, swarfs? I gotta move. I think my fingers think they're one over more than they should be. Dwarfs live along under. Well, we'll make them stereotypical undergrounders. Dwarfs lives underground tunnels that cross the whole continent. There we go. Dwarves have good relations with all other species. Species. All right. Species. Due to others wanting safe passage through their tunnels rather than travel on the scorching desert. Cat people live along the rest of the coast. Other than humans, they are the most populous people. Actually, no, let's just make them the most populous people at all, because humans, they're living in the desert. They probably wouldn't have much to actually thrive very much. They're the most populous people in the land. Ruled over by elven, isn't this elven? Ruled over by elven overlords. Ruling over by elven overlords. Okay, anybody here, should I make, like, the cat girls, like, full-on, like, cat people, like, what are they called? Anthro? Is that the terminology? Is that where they're, like the Khajiit? Or should I make them like the cat people, like kind of like what Emily Chappell is, where she's mostly human but has fox ears and a fox tail? Because that I don't know. Okay, make them anthropomorphic? Or are you just telling me the name of the actual word? Anthropomorphic. Anthropomorphic. Oh, okay. Technology is middle technology is Middle Ages tech, so I'm saying, okay, that's just the word. So yeah, oh, here I go, I'm drifting away. Technology is Middle Ages tech. So I guess swords, bows, catapults, stuff like that. No, not me. Not making a game, just this is a world for, I guess, if I ever decide to do this for a story. Sometimes I just write things. I wanted to write a game. Let's see if we can find him. Here we go. For unplanned fantasy video game. Name: Phineas Q. Poor Man. Male, human, bank baron, secretly mob boss and quest giver. Age 37. Height 5'10", skin color white, clothing black top hat, glasses, white button-up shirt, black suit jacket, black pants, brown shoes, white gloves, armor, doesn't wear any. Weapons, has a jewel-encrusted golden staff. Abilities, in world, he's a banker, he can't be killed and he won't attack you. Abilities and raise, he has other people's fight for him. He is like the like the mob boss behind all the evil. Has a brown, short beard and mustache. Everything else is covered in clothes. Personality openly friendly to any customers, is rich and he knows it. Sometimes he says suspicious things. Is a ruthless mob boss who tries to have his underlings remove adventurers. Tries to make the whole world bend under his rule. Hires a large amount of the dungeon/raid boss. Will do anything to see he is innocent. Yeah, this is just characters that I have created. Some of them are already used in some of my stories and everything like that. This is just something I like to do. And I've said this before, almost no one's ever going to see these or read these or anything like this, so it's just not ever going to happen. It's just something I very much enjoy doing. Alright, back to our world creation here. Alright, I guess cat, could she from Scrolls. That's gonna bother me if that's not capitalized. And that's not capitalized. Alright. I can show you real quick. I guess we can show this real quick. This is, bring this up. This is the first draft of a story I'm writing. It's 78 pages long. This is the second draft. I'm rewriting it. So far it's up to 28 pages long. Let's see, this stars the same character from those, but in the Mass Effect series, just because this is just something I'm writing for fun, just because I like Mass Effect. I like my character. Spiral of Death, this is probably one of the most gruesome, horrible things I have ever written. Let's look here. Can I open this? Hello? Alright, some of these are just things that just never got off the ground. Let's see. I tried writing a choose your own story thing. There's Daniel the Great Lanstrani. How long is it? Whoa, this looks horrible. Was it another one then? Is it this one? This might be it. See, this one's not even as long as Emily's story. Open Sesame. See, most all of these you can find on my DeviantArt page. If anyone wants to go check that out, I actually posted it. It's in the chat somewhere up above. Let's see. Darkness of Suicide, Dead World, Disability. That's for something else. This is a really, really old story. This is an idea concept. What's this? Oh, whoa, okay, we're not gonna look at that. That may have been a suicide note. We don't need to look at that. In fact, we don't, that doesn't need to exist at all. I'm going to delete that right away. I didn't know that was on here. A horror story for Christmas. Me life? What? Monster in the basement. Oh yeah, that's a true story. There was a monster in the basement. It turned out to be my cat. In a hole in the wall. Privilege? What? Self-perspective. Boy, I've got a lot of weird titles. What song do you want? Some of these I don't even remember. Jeff Bugatill. I don't remember this. Okay. I guess just because. Let's go through some of my characters just to go through some of the characters I have here. We have Emily Chappell. She's the protagonist of the story I'm writing. I'm still working on all these. She's basically a fox girl. She was not born that way. It's hard to explain. I don't want to spoil too much. So we dated the great Lon Stroni to show him, show the picture. There he is, with his horse, Sarah, and his dragon, Aurora. And I guess you can see all my desk icons. Let's see. The One Who Knows. I created The One Who Knows, and I don't know anything about him. Because his name is The One Who Knows. His gender, I don't know. His race, I don't know. His age, I don't know. His height, I don't know. Skin color, Clothing, I don't know. I assume he wears it, but he might not. Armor, I don't know. Weapons, knowledge, because he knows. And description, only he knows. Or they know. Sorry, because I don't know don't know their gender. Personality, I don't know. Alright. Then we have also Jeff Branded. Now this comes with an interesting story. I'm gonna put my candle out. The very first video that I put on my co-op channel called Failbox Gaming, I recorded with a friend of mine, Blake, otherwise known as Death, otherwise known as Darkfollower88. Go check him out. Brain stopped. I told myself in my head, and I didn't tell him anything about it, that, because we were doing it all off the cuff, playing 7 Days to Die, and I was playing an old man, and I asked him, I made sure I asked what his name was first. And he said his name was Jeff. I says, oh, really? My name's also Jeff. He says, nice to meet you, Jeff. And I go, no. My name is not Jeff. My name is also Jeff. As in, that's his old name. I was going to say, no matter what name he chose, my name was going to be also that. So I could have been like also Tim or also Jerry or, whatever. But I was also Jeff. And I decided to make his last name Branded because he owns, also Jeff, branded discount sodas. Very rich. Kind of old. He's not ancient, but, kind of old. He's very strange. He likes to tease people. And even during the apocalypse, he still advertises his soda company. Alright, then we have Phineas Q, Poor Man, which we've already talked about. Then we have Clara Kelly. She is a mobster, joined a mob. The mob. I don't know. She was a bank teller, got fed up with it, and joined the mob. She's stubborn and calm, and hates stupid people. We have Caletra, which is an elf in part of Daniel the Great Lonstrani storyline. She's 5'11". She's 52, but does not look old because stereotypical elf thing. Wears shirt and black leather pants. Has a long white blade, double-edged bow made of yew. She can use some magic. Then we have Chester the Lonely Rock. He's male because his name is Chester, even though he's a rock and technically doesn't have a gender. He's a boulder. He doesn't have an occupation. I don't know his age. He's probably very old, probably like 4.5 billion years old. I should put that. He's a 2'3" high boulder. He's gray. His top is smooth, and his bottom has been eroded. Doesn't wear any cloth. Doesn't wear any. Has no weapons. Has no abilities. But if you guys want to read one of my more complete things, I'm sure there's some grammatical errors I could go back and check. But if you guys really want to check out a story that's pretty good, I would check out Chester the Lonely Rock. I don't like its ending very much, but it is one of the favorite things I've ever written. It's uses a writing style known as personification, where you give inanimate objects or stuff like that human emotions, So that's one of my absolute favorite stories. So if you ever, want to read something that you might like, I would totally recommend checking that out. Next we have Sir Maple. He's another one of my favorite characters, and another story I think you should really check out. It's one that's technically finished. Once again, it probably has some grammatical errors that probably need to be fixed. But I would also recommend that one. Go check that out. I guess I could read into it, but you guys can read. If you guys can see it, you guys can read on Sir Maple. But I'm not going to read this one out because it spoils a lot of the story, and I just don't want to do that for you right now. Shoots things with a gunman, or Stillwagum. He's male. He's human. He looks human. His occupation is superhero, and he's homeless. He's 243 years old. I think that needs to be updated. Was born the moment the Declaration of Independence was signed here in America. He's fairly tall, at 6'5". He's white. When he's a superhero, he wears a fancy gray suit. And when he's in disguise, he wears worn, scruffled clothes because he is homeless. Armor, he doesn't need any. He can't actually be physically hurt. Maybe mentally, but I don't know. Weapons, he has a gun. Anything will work, as long as it is a gun, he will use a gun. Abilities, he lives in, as I said, he lives in a universe where he's the only person with superpowers, so he has all of them. He almost never uses any of them, because a lot of them are very dangerous, and he doesn't want to hurt really any innocent bystanders as much as he can. The only thing he uses is to change his clothes from being scruffled and gross to being in his fancy gray suit. He is very powerful, and but he's also very humble. He mostly uses a handgun, but isn't trained in every gun ever made. When bad people do bad things, Stigwam will take a taxi or any public transportation he has access to. He can fly, but he won't. And he can teleport, but he won't. So yeah, he uses taxi service and public transportation. I guess nowadays he could use those little scooters on the side of the road. He could use those. If you do only slightly bad things, he'll only injure you. If you really bad things, he will injure you more. Unless you're like a mass, like going on a mass genocide or something, he'll kill you. His mortal enemy is named Where's Body Armor Guy, or What Wabag, and his minions who also wear body armor. So yeah, that is his mortal enemy. I really like shoots things with a gun, man. I really wanted to make him into a comic, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. Alright, then we have Garbansby. He is a dwarf. He is also going to be part of Daniel the Great Lonstrani. He's 40 years old, 4'2", white, dark brown, black heavy boots, dark brown pants, different colors of shirt, leather apron, tool belt, cotton vest, pair of thick round glasses. He wears leather armor, chainmail hauberk, and a metal cap. He uses a shield, warhammer, and a single-shot rifle. In this world, dwarves don't use bows. They invented single-shot rifles. Abilities? Not really. He is the third child of the former king. His older sister is queen, and his older brother died in a mining accident. He is the royal tour guide, but nobody ever visits, so he doesn't have to do anything. He's like an inventor and blacksmith. He just likes to tinker and do stuff like that. He has a beard that he keeps about yay here, keeps it all braided. Reason he wears glasses is because something scratched him from, I guess from here to here, crossed his eye, and it's whited out part of his eye. He has gray eyes, black hair, wears those thick glasses. Let's see here. Then we have James Hilly Hilson. He's in part of the Emily Chapel storyline. He's a sergeant, 25, 5'11", white, brown hair, colored hair, bright brown hair. Has, like American Civil War uniform. He uses cavalry sable black powder revolver with 2 rounds. That's all they have in this world, and a Smith and basically a rifle that they would use during the American Civil War. He's reliable, trustworthy, stubborn, and he's got some PTSD or shell shocked. Jacob L. Rutherford is also part of the Emily Chapel series. He is the butler to Ashley Newman. Let's see, Beth Harrison. She is a human angel person that works as a police officer. I don't know what story she's in right now, so same with Victoria. She's a demon. Then we have Richard Benson, the police chief, in whatever story they'll be in. And then our new characters that we just created. Alright, I actually feel better than I did, so... right now I think we're just going to end, but I had fun. So this has been Poor Man 973. Hope you all have a nice day.